one more time, and we are good. So this is what he was talking about, playing with these things. All right, to me, let's just make double check, you know what I mean? I'm not too confident yet where I'm gonna remove the vice grips. Okay, here we go. Okay. You can see it. See, this is way down, which is good. It feels solid. It's just like there's no wig room, which is supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to go bouncing up and down. It's supposed to, wherever you're supposed to meet it at. Nice. All right, let my sister know. We're done. Terry did it. All adjusted. Yeah, there was an adjustment. Okay. All right. Open it one more time, and then we're gonna put everything in place. All right, so let's see how it sounds like without the beep. I think it's time to take off the beep. I'm glad we didn't actually peel the see, all we gotta do is take off the beep. We just, I guess, unhook it like that. Bam. Sorry, you guys didn't see me pull. Just pull it like that. One more time. 3 is a charm before we take off the vice grip. I think the motor sounds good enough, you know what I mean? We don't need no beep beep. That's just retarded. I mean, not retarded. It's good for programming, so I definitely have to keep this on hand, because if I need to adjust the speed for whatever reason, I have it, because you won't know what's going on with the settings. So just kind of popped it out. We are good. Open it. That is awesome. Woo! I'll definitely do a review on this once I get everything cleaned up, and hopefully maybe the frunk is done too as well. So we'll start. Awesome, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you again on doing the trunk installation. Well, you guys probably know I'm going to button this in, so let me go and do that before I count my eggs, huh? So let's go and take off the vice grips. Push this right here. We didn't do too bad of a damage. All right. Now we're going to go and pop this guy in first. Again, there's no more need to adjust. Just going to pop the clip. Actually, we got to put the bolts in, so let's go and do that. Screw it in. Got 2 bolts here. Okay, I'm going to go and put the 2 bolts here. So you remember, these are the 2 that we popped out, and then we had to get 2. So it doesn't matter. These screws are all the same, thank goodness. One less complication. Righty-tighty. Screw in much as you can with your finger. The tool will give the tension needed to go further. Yeah. I don't really believe in power drill too much if you're not doing repetitive, but if you're doing your own, just use a simple tool. You'll be able to feel if you're cross-threading things, meaning it might not be all the way in yet. Give it a good maybe 5 foot-pounds. Not much, just 5 foot-pounds. There we go. You call me weird, but I kind of like things like the hexagon. I kind of like it lying. Is that weird? I shouldn't do that because I'm playing with Russian roulette here. There we go. Kind of like things facing equal. That is about perfect. About perfect. There you go. See, I like it face a certain direction. Equal. Like I said, I got some weird pet peeves. I have issues. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and put this guy here. Oh. And I'm gonna see, this is the final test here. I doubt that this is gonna create any extra layer or anything like that, because the hook usually just goes inside and be done with. How to put this again, it pretty much just snaps on. So we can go like this. You can see how I hooked it through. probably didn't see how I hooked it through. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to bring it. You might want to drag it all the way to your side, if that's where it's supposed to be. Fit it through. Want to make sure you guys can focus on that one. Yeah, the light's not the greatest. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to feed it through, and you want to come back and then snap it on there. That should be the easy part. It's going to push it too, by the way, so be careful. I'm going to try to just get the frame. You can put on one side, one corner, and then snap the other one in place. Not bad. And now you want to lock it. You can see here, it's a little bit of a struggle for me because it's actually a little bit toward the center too much, the wire here, and it's already crammed down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just carefully. Okay, that's it. Let's just give it a brush, you know what I mean? Don't want to go crazy now. Don't want to pull anything off of it. Okay, the reason why is you have these 3 little hooks. And these 3 little hooks have to sit a certain direction. So maybe I can pull a little bit more. There we go. That's it. That should be enough. And that's how it probably clamps. You guys can see that? That 3 little hooks right below each other. So it's going to hook like that. That's why I wanted to release some slack. Okay. That was it. I love Tesla for that. Easy, easy squeezy. Okay, now we got a good solid place here to push our button now. So let's try it again. I'm actually crossing my finger. Haha! Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my God. There's a certain satisfaction of just seeing it done correct, just complete, you know what I mean? So let's go and open this up and put the rest of this guy down. Everything else shouldn't interfere. We can just put our screws back on and reverse everything, put everything back on, including his mats, and be done with. So let's go and open it. I can't wait to open it from the app too. When I do my review, maybe I'll have an independent camera, but for right now, this is pretty much it. I gotta use what I have. Okay, so let's go and put those screws back on. That way we can get the floor mat as well on there. So we got 2 already we locked down. These 2 are gonna face the same certain. You can see here, this one's kind of, you know, stripped. Gotta pull it inward like this one, so I gotta be really careful. That's why I don't want to use a power drill, because it might cross thread it because it's so wedged in the corner. But it's okay. All right, see, that one's tight already. Probably best not to even tighten this yet. That's okay, it's already done. In fact, we should put the other ones too to make sure they screw in. Plastics are kind of finicky. There we go, this one's still here. There's no short one actually, they're all the same, which is kind of cool. We got 2 more here. These little dippers here. Just screw what you can by hand first. Okay, these guys look like they're aligned. The holes are pretty good. They're pretty clear, you can see there. So just drop them in. I'm kind of glad they allow you to drop in. And then you can just use the socket only with the extension without the ratchet yet until you're confident that it's going all the way in. So this one's the same way, see that? It's perfectly nice and clean hole. It's not going to cross thread. Don't tighten it all yet because I believe this guy's here is going to give us a little trouble. So let's see what I can do as far as turning him by just with the socket. A little bit here, he's getting tight already. So a little bit more leverage here. Okay, I just don't want to cross thread. Here we go. It's going pretty good. Nice. We're doing good. We are doing good in the neighborhood. All right, and then we'll come back and tighten them all. We're just gonna tighten by hand much as we can first. Thought my parents came already. I wish they did. I would love to show them this. I'm gonna get to show all my folks this Thanksgiving, because again we're gonna take this car to Santa Clarita. Oh, I'm gonna stay afterwards to make sure that Korean taco place is open. They might be closed for Thanksgiving, but I'm sure they'll be open back. I'm not leaving that town without that Korean taco. So very nice. Now we can go ahead and tighten down. In fact, this probably wouldn't recommend it because they're plastic on plastic. Your best bet is actually just to tighten by hand without the force. But just in case, if you feel like you have a weak finger like I do right now, it doesn't hurt just to give it a good little crank. There we go. Not much because it's plastic on plastic, and be really careful. Try to get that perfect alignment. Again, that's a dangerous pet peeve. Okay, same here with this guy. Once I feel it tighten, I can go for that perfect alignment, supposedly, if it does exist. Try to have the hexagon face all of it a certain direction. Sort of like a flat. See how that's facing? That's sort of facing the same. There we go. Looks different, but should be facing. The flat is flush horizontally. There's no diamond shape on the hexagon. Let's start getting tightened. Go for the last blow. Few breaths left. Okay. Now this guy's turn. This is the one that I was worried about might be cross-threading, but it's okay now. It feels pretty good. Again, these are plastic, so don't even force yourself on them. Alright, that's why they have a built-in washer, so you don't just strip through the plastic easily, which is kind of smart. I mean, it has a built-in washer, and also this is flange, where it also prevents a little bit more space, so Tesla's thought of pretty much a lot of things when they assemble these things. Good quality. I would probably do Allen screws if I really want to take it to like a space level or something. Could replace all these with Allen. Yeah, this is over tightening already. That's why I'm not regretting it. Let me loosen it up a little bit. Just want to make sure it's flush. Again, that's some serious issue I have. There you go. That's good enough. Nice. All right, so we're good. We are good. I'm just gonna blow the dust out of this thing a little bit. Get a clean rag or something. There's a towel right here. Let's go and get this towel here and wipe it out a little bit. It's so windy today. We can close this now. Little grocery bag setup. Never thought I was able to seal this guy. And we'll ask for the Roka one and the missing one underneath it. We'll have to explain ourselves how we miss one. Oh boy. Again, good with PPF is even if you mar just slightly, the sun will heal it. So that's why I'm pretty confident. Love this car. I'd probably give my cleanest towel to the car if I had to actually sacrifice my health. I'd probably give my my best first to the car before I help myself. Okay. All right, so this one's next. No leaves in here, which is good. And I vacuum much as I can, so. All right, so here we go. Let me put this down before I get someone. Oh, here's a clean. Oh no, I thought. Oh, you know, I took it to the washers. That's why I don't have any. I cleaned too fast, even the material to use. All right. I'll go and plot this here. Let's see. Will it stay? Yep. Stay as much as I can. Okay. Nice. Okay, here we go. So leaves trap. I believe it goes this way. I might be wrong, I might be right. Okay. So we're not worried about this guy. That's actually the beeping noise. So if you don't want it to beep, don't assemble the beeping anywhere that you can't take off easily. I believe it does go this way. Okay, so make sure they align. You can see here, there's little rivets. If you need to support it, don't just push down on it. You might break this main piece here. And there we go. And then these guys here, they just do it really smart, like Legos. That's it, just 4 pieces. Done. I'll keep on wiping it as I go. All these dust here. And I usually go to the vacuum place after this. Even though I just dusted it, I still vacuum the invisible that I can't see. I wish I had a good shop vac. I should have thought of it earlier. But yeah, I can wipe this down later. Oh, look at that. That's just dust. God, these things, they travel, don't they, the dirt. Let's just close the garage. Oh. Not gonna close on my chair. All right, say goodbye to all. Look at how dusty those windshields are. Okay, good idea, Michael. Don't turn on the lights. It's gonna turn off the lights. Yeah, so tomorrow or the next day, hopefully before Thanksgiving, like I said, it'll be Tuesday. I'll still have Tuesday to work on it maybe, but I doubt that Wednesday because we'll be starting the travel on Thanksgiving Eve at least. That's when everyone's coming home. So this one's next on my hit list. Wow, that thing gets dusty quickly. Look at that. Thank goodness for ceramic coating. Just nothing glides right off. Nothing sticks to ceramic coating, not even bug guts that much. You can literally wash it with water. Every like stops that we go through, like especially like 132 or the Grapevine or any country road, we know we're gonna expect it. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not sure what's the purpose of doing this when you're just moving dust from one place to another, right? But I just feel good about getting it off the area here when I'm about to close up. All right, great. Yep, so we got our fuse line right there. Everything looks good. I don't see any wires forced or pinched. This thing right here needs to pop out for the fire department. So we'll leave that right here hanging, looking good. All right, so now, in fact, when they first gave it to me, when they had a broken one, they didn't even give me this. You said they were missing this whole tag, so I don't know what was the deal with this model. There's a little bit of hole there. I guess it's from the factory, huh? Maybe for some reason, who knows? All right. So let's put on these ABS plastics here. These are pretty durable plastics. Okay. So you want to make sure they're clamp. As you can see here, they should be able to clamp on easily. A little white. Just go ahead and line them. They have little hooks to support them too. You can give it a good push. But before you push them, just make sure all of them align first. I can never get this tag to stick, but now it does, so I'm glad. There we go. There we go. Just kind of give it a good feel. There we go. There we go. Any more? This is pretty secure, I think. Like this out. There we go. Yeah, you want to make sure they smack, or else you're gonna. Nice. I just do this and tilt my camera differently? Sorry about that. Yep, we're good. Yeah, I'm glad my sister let me park in here. She wanted to bring her Lexus in, but I'm like, I'm working on the car. But really, I don't want to. We just got PPF, and I don't want all that blowing dust to get into the PPF. Create more work for myself. Yeah, I got a chance to pull that. It didn't actually work when I guess didn't have access to the car. So I don't know if it's going to work when I do have access to the car. We can try it. Let's see. Best thing to do is try, right? Oh, what am I doing? I'm so used to it. Oh no. I didn't even have to do that. I could have just let it push the button and have it close. Okay, let's open it back. Oh, actually, you know what? That's what we're doing it for, right? Let's say we don't have access to the car. And we got to actually push this button right here. We're pretty much done. I just got to put these floor mats underneath it, so it's more of a custom. Okay, so again, push the number 1 direction. Mine comes off easy. Not everyone's going to be this way. There we go. And lift from the... Mine almost just wants to fall out. Alright. Okay. See, again, I just put the adhesive there, but this really doesn't do me any good. Okay, bring it out. There we go. Here we go. You ready? The door's open, right? So that means it's unlocked. Here we go. Well, let me hold it first. Okay, here you go, you guys. I'm going to pull. I'm just going to pull it. Surprised it's not shorting anything. It's touching metal to metal almost. But I guess it's just a cable, pull cable. No. I don't see it doing anything for me. I'll have to let Hansshow know. Maybe there's something else I'm not figuring out. Okay. Supposedly, right? Okay, let's see. The key is in the ignition area. I'm not going to close the door, though. I learned my lesson. But let's go and put the key in here. Let's see if I can push the brake. See if I can put in drive. Stop. Okay, it's allowed me to drive. So I'm putting park. That means the key is, well, the phone's actually doing it. Not the key, but still, anyway. Let's go and see if I can open it. Just in case, let me take out my key. Alright, close the door. Alright, here we go. The lights are nice and bright. Okay, let's do this. Pull. Nope, I have power to the car. So, I'll definitely have to let Hansshow know. It's supposed to be able to do it, so it didn't. But, again, I'm not too worried about it. For the most part, I think we're probably not going to run into that issue. It's just a matter of getting the trunk open. It goes, ooh. Alright. I'm going to put the rest of these guys back in. The carpet area, I think I put this in actually first. For whatever reason, I kind of like this. Keep it there. So far, no moisture has gotten into it and damaged it. Kind of keep looking new, all my stuff. Don't need this anymore. This one right here. Oh, can't stand dirt. Just dirt, flies, and flocks everywhere. Could vacuum it, but it's not that much dirty. Comb it. Look at that. Dog hair from where? Neighbor. It travels. Can't control all contaminants. You know, even when you get good PPF, even with their clean room, it's just, you're going to get some contaminants, especially on white. It'll show everything, so don't be too hard on them. That's just the way it is. Move on. Okay. So we gotta get that guy there. For whatever reason. This one, I believe, curves this way, right? Oh no, it's this way. This looks almost the same either direction. It's gotta be a front and back. Looks the same to me, the mat. These are the original Tesla mat for the performance model, which I was able to get a set for the standard range. Normally it doesn't come with it, but on top of that I still got myself some weatherproof ones. Awesome. Put here, I guess someone needs to know where I live or something. They find my car. Or I shouldn't actually put it there, then you know where I live. They have all the information plus my address. Oh, we're good. We are good. So I'll just give a little quick recording here and close and button this up and we're good. So I'll let Hansshow know. So we're gonna close it up for now. This is Michael from NCY Store. Thanks a lot for staying in and being patient with how to install the Frunk. So this is it. This is it. See how this one goes in incline more? It's just Tesla's fit and finish. It's not going to be perfect, but it's there. You see it right here from the side. Yep. This one just wedges a little bit more, but that's about it. Awesome. So we got it. All right, guys, take care. See you guys for the trunk installation video in the next episode. Okay, now we can actually play with the other ones because this really didn't make any sense for us. So what was this thing right here, it went further in, so it kept on hitting this one on the top, which makes no sense. You can see here, I put some like little marks here already for me. That's not a good thing. You can see that. All right, so now we could barely play, because if you didn't know what you were doing, you'll probably be adjusting these two things all day, and all it was this thing right here was getting caught up in the latch. So you probably want to take a, what I did was I took this, it's substituted. You can see how it goes right here. I did it in there, and then all of a sudden like it realized, okay, there's nothing there, now I can relieve itself. So thank goodness it's got smarter and self-adjust itself, or whatever it did there, it worked for it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my wrench again and play with this guy a little bit better. Okay, so what we're aiming for is, we'll take it to the end, because I don't think it was a problem that this thing caused. I think it was just this latch right here that wasn't still known. So let's take this a little further to the end. Let me go and adjust this here. Then we can really see what's going on. I'll cut this video short to the area where I pretty much showed you how I troubleshoot it, because I think everything else is kind of not that significant. It was just a matter of debugging things. But maybe I should leave you the whole video, that way you guys can see all the steps I did try. Alright, it's a longer video than needed to be, but this might be one of the most important video actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take it all the way to the edge as possible. And it's good to, I installed the beep back if you noticed that. And let's go ahead and tighten this back all the way back down. I was going by speculation instead of hearing the beep. The beep helps actually to push it again or something. But we'll definitely adjust. Well, actually, I could adjust it now to be a little faster. All right, let's see if this one works even better. We'll try and get the hood, I guess, in a little bit more. All right, it's good enough. All right, here we go. Keep an eye out on that latch again. This is the latch that gave us a big detour. This is the latch right here. So it's open like this is fine. There you go. Ew. All right, so definitely don't want to beat that deep. And I think we might throw off that latch again. So we have to release that latch before we continue on. Pretty much part of the debugging. All right, let's see if that latch is still there. If the latch is already open, we should be good. See that latch right there? It's not open. See that? That's the problem. Because what happened was it thought that it was supposed to latch, but it didn't. So what you could do is put your screwdriver right here. Just kind of get a Phillips or something like that. Okay. While you're, don't try to force it in there. Don't worry. Just push the button. There you go. See how it opens it up? That's what you want. Now it's fully open. In fact, you probably don't even have to put your Phillips. It just closed back, didn't it? All right. The timing was off. Okay, just leave it in there for a second. It might snap back. There you go. See that? Alright. That's what we really want. We want to release it. Just doesn't understand it right now. It's confused. It's like, are we... Okay. Okay, hopefully it doesn't latch back. Yeah, it's system is really confused whether it's up and down right now. So what you want to do is probably want to keep it up. So we'll go and push the button to release it. It's gonna latch on itself. There we go. It's crunch, crunch, crunch. All right. So what it is it opens periodically just enough for this guy to get in there, and then it resets itself. So we gotta keep it staying open. That's the thing. I think this button might not be it. I think we have to push it from the inside interior. Okay, so we already know here, far as back, it's not gonna do us any good. Okay, let's leave this in the key, and let's go ahead and push this button here. This might be what's not recognizing the system right here. See, it says it's open, or actually it says it's closed, but now it's open. So this might be the permanent open position. Well, try to close it back up again, see? Yeah, we're trying to trick it. That, or maybe it just senses it's still there. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. See if it still says open because of the latch. Yeah, it still says open. So why don't we do that? We'll open it. Okay, we got a few seconds. Let's take out our screwdriver. There we go. Now it's locked at. Now this obviously cannot go down because it's locked. So we try to adjust it this way already. It still left a gap. So what we're going to do is adjust this guy a little bit more. The other opposite direction again. That worked. So let's go and do that. It's kind of an oxymoron kind of deal. I would say if that's the word for it. It's like give and take. The system is confused. Alright, so this is pretty much midway, right tidy. Alright, so this one might work just as fine. We'll leave it like that for a second. Okay, this one's still down, so it's not gonna actually... Alright, so I'm gonna pull this to reset it. Okay, I just pulled it down a little bit to reset it. Should open up. Let this guy go. First to reset, I guess. This is going to pull it down. Hopefully this guy stay up. If he doesn't come up, we're in trouble. See, he won't. Because that guy just does not know. Alright, so it locks, but that thing is not letting it in all the way. And that's a calibration issue. Okay. Yep. See, it's offsetting itself. I think I have to push that open button one more time. You can see when it's locked like that, that should be available. See that? See, even though the trunk is open, you just gotta make sure you push it open. There you go. Now the latch is open. There you go. See, the latch is open? Now that will work. Okay, so now we're gonna push the button and it should close. Second here. Okay, we can push the button again. The latch is open, so we are good. Pull it down a little bit, calibrate it. So the button and the monitor look like they work a little separately. Okay, there it goes. This latch is open, so it actually should close this time. Slow, number one. Not open all the way, that's the problem. All right. Let's go and push this open again. You can see here how it still stays open. Push it again. Should open the latch further. It's almost twice we can push it. I think that's what allows us to trigger the button to open and close. So we might need to get into the programming mode soon. All right, so let's go get to the programming. Hold it down. There we go. Oh, I should have kept it hold down. This one's actually pretty fast. All right, so kind of offset here. This one should say, oh, actually it still says open already. Only problem is this thing right here won't let go. I think this might work now. Hold it down. Programming it. 2 beeps. 3 beep. 4 beeps. 5 beeps. 6 beeps. That's the fastest we can do it. All right. All right, so far it's still not, it's not even letting the latch. Okay, so latch is not recitating. All right, buddy. Okay, it seems like the latch here is not responsive here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe calibrating it. There's a sensor here that triggers it too. Push the first one. There we go. Second one's coming slowly. Nope. Okay, that might reset the switch, but it's no good to us. Let's go and give it open again. There we go. Now it's reactivating that. All right. There we go. That's wide open. There we go. That might work now. Now we just gotta get to close. That's a little bit more wider open. Nope. Still hitting it. All right. Calibrating it. Okay, that's locked right now. That's wide open, but not wide open enough. You know what it is? I think this is too tight. Probably that's my problem. I don't realize that this also affects it. This pulls this guy and this pulls this guy right here. Sorry. This pulls this guy, which pulls this guy. If you can see here, I tug it. See how this thing is trying to go further down? So we need to relieve this tension right here. So let's go and give it some old slack again. Let me do that. Yeah, I think once we get it down, I think we should just leave it alone. Give it some rest. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. See, I can lock it in like that. I guess you can pull it like this to retract it. So that's how it works. There we go. And see, this is fully locked, so we need to fully open it. See, there it goes. This is open a little bit now. See, this is much more wider open. Feels like I can get in. Okay, now we just gotta have the system understands it's ready to go in. So yeah, so if you ever get into this lodge area, just kind of pull this right here. And this one seems like to open a little bit wider now. And then what you gotta do is pull your hood now to reset it. So there we go. Okay, so I gotta pull it down about maybe a feet. Let it go up. Should go up. Okay, then it should be ready to go down. One more. There we go. All right, so this one right a little bit more wider. This one shouldn't hit it no more. Bingo. See, there we go. So all it was having to pull that latch to reset it. So if you guys ever had trouble with that, I hope this video is a helpful tutorial. What to do, what not to do. So we figured it out. That was it. On our own there. All right, what did we say again? Once we got it already, we're done. Let's just hear it first. I want to see if that motor still squeals when we close. Ready? After it's already closed. It's still gonna squeal, but you know what? That's okay. We can live with that, right? Okay, so this is troubleshooting the Frunk. If you ever had trouble, you gotta pretty much pull that spring all the way back, let it release this latch, and then it can pretty much offset again. So if you ever have trouble again, this thing doesn't go all the way, pull this all the way front, that way it can fully release itself. So in the meantime, right now, I think it's good. We're just gonna go lock it down as far as it can go. So this is it. So yeah, so if you ever have trouble again, this thing gets caught, just pull this lever right here all the way back, and then this will reset itself on your next push. Or you've pretty much seen how I did it, right? How it triggers. So that's pretty much it. What it kept on going halfway only, didn't go all the way, and kept on hitting the top part of the thing. You can see here, my thing took a little bit of a beating here. So hopefully this helps someone who has the same trouble at resetting that and wonder why their hood doesn't close. It's pretty much all about retracting that spring and letting it reset itself. So a little trial and error there. We figured it. That was it. So it's time to lock it in and bolt it down. I don't know. While we have it here, we might have an opportunity to really see how much more we can. Well, thing about it is this guy right here. See, watch. The minute I pull it, you can see how this one goes. See that? So if you actually pull it tighter, it's gonna go in more. So if you're pulling this in more, that's gonna sit here. That doesn't do anything other than opening this guy up. So it really doesn't really matter. Now, if you want to be a little looser, we can. So let's make it a little looser where it comes up easily. I mean, this opens up more freely, right? So let's do that. So in order to make it looser, we need to go dive in a little bit. So we can do that. Let's go and put it and dive in. I think if we bring this guy in more, we'll have more slack here, which frees up this, which makes this more straight. That's pretty much what this actually did. This one actually adjusts the height of it. So we want the hood to probably pull in more. We probably have to adjust these ones right here, really. But let's give this guy a little bit more slack so he can be comfortable. I didn't realize what the mechanism did until now. After seeing it, you can see here it's still not fully open, and we really want a smooth transition. We might want to have it fully open. There you go. See that? What it does is create the slack here. When this is all the way in like this, right? You can see how I pretty much flexed it in. All right, let's see here. Now there's a lot of slack here for it to actually yank back. Before it wasn't that much. Now there is a lot of slack. Can't leave well enough alone, can I? Okay, here we go. So you want to adjust this. You just pull that back if you ever have trouble, it's not launching. Just see where you're at on this area right here. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna push the button, it should open it up. There we go. See how it opens up wide fully? So this is the first time when it resets it. You can see here, it opens perfectly wide. You can come up from this angle. So if you ever have a hard time where this thing is blocking you from pushing all the way down, don't force the hood. It's not the hood's fault, it's this little thing right here. So now you can see here, it took in all the slack that we gave it. So when we push the button, or the next one, and if you have to reset it, just pull it down a little bit. I might think this is how far you want to go, but we'll program it. The first time it goes up, the first beep is just letting you know it's gonna try to reset everything. So, see the latch. Okay, try to come down, but it stayed back up. It's weird. There you go. You might have to push it a couple times, so don't be hesitant. Okay, so now that thing's open, it should accept it. See, it popped back up. That means we gave it too much slack. That's what happens when the hood popped back up. So that means we have to back that thing up a little bit more. So at least we're learning what we're doing. So let's go ahead and open that back. And let's go back, put the center nut. So that's what happens when you give it too much slack. It really pretty much causes it for it to act indifferently. So here we go. That's what happens when we give it too much slack. Alright, so this has to be somewhere in the middle. So it was already preset just right from the factory, let's say. But what was my adjustment was these ones actually. So we kind of learned that now. So this will probably be a troubleshooting episode here. Alright. You don't want to give it too much slack. Actually, you want to give it enough where it still shows like right there, but not too much. So I think this is pretty tight. Alright. Knowing me, I always like to do things perfect. Okay, so there we go. That latch is open. Should accept it. Bingo. Yeah, there we go. Same perfect alignment. So we're good. We are good. That was it. So now we got understanding of how that latch system works. You give it too much slacks, it pops it open. You give it too little, it won't even let you close because the latch is being blocked. So here we go again. And now let's go and check, test the speed out. This is for you guys to know about the speed test. You hold it down, hear the beep. It gets into the programming a little bit. There we go. Long beep, burst beep, 2. That's a speed. Times 3 speed. Times 4 speed. Times 5 speed. And the last one, times 6 speed, you can let go. Okay? And now when you push it, this is the fastest speed it'll go. Lands it on beautifully and seals the deal. Yeah, we're always going to have that aftermath noise, which is fine. I prefer it not to, but hey, you know what? That's not going to kill the deal. It's perfect. Hopefully they'll figure. I think that might be like a siphoning of the cable or pump or whatever. I usually can do this on my phone, but unfortunately I'm recording, so I can't. So that's it. We're going to put everything back, clean everything up. And so that's very easy to adjust. You know what I mean? You just pop this little side thing open, which is so convenient. So let's go and take this tie strap back off. Oh, look at that. It's still, even with the microfiber towel helping to not scrape it, it's still pretty harsh on it. All right, let's put all this back. Everything else is just snapped on. So we got the switches still here. We didn't have to do anything with the switch. Just want to make sure I turn it right. Don't want to twist more than I need to. These cable wires. Okay. Go from back here. Make sure the 3 amigos are lined up. This little. I hate particles. Okay. Get them all in there. Then once you feel like this one's all ready to almost push, okay, give it a good push down, or just wiggle it. Don't push forcefully, just wiggle it. Should be good. Put everything here. Just gonna clean up and wrap everything up. Gets dusty really quickly. Let's put that. I'm not even sure why. Oh yeah. Okay, so take off my speaker back. Speaker's only useful for that point. You don't need the speaker after that. I'll leave this cable hanging. In fact, I can use this to tuck it right underneath here. That way, if ever it rains, that's it. That's how you pretty much disconnect the speaker. How simple is that? And then we can close the trunk. After we put this right here back on. So here we go. I can usually reference that little windshield fluid area, and then just let it kind of guide itself a little bit. You know, just kind of wobble it a little bit. See that right there is offset a little bit there. See, that's still offset. Okay. There we go. And we hear it snap. And the middle one never seems to snap, but that's all right. Whatever you can get there. All right. That's it. Put your car cover or whatever. I would recommend never put anything heavy duty in here, like a hard case for your own safety. I would just store like basic clothes or something in the front, just in case you ever get an impact. These things are not going to take that much impact shoving into the cabin. So give it a close. Push our button here. Nice and illuminating. Woo. Last minute kind of deal. Beautiful. And it works. All done. This is Mike with NCY Store. Now you guys know how to troubleshoot the latch a little bit more than needed. Thank you.